So the runes are this. You need cookies, 100%. You always need cookies. Whether it's in this side or this side, you need cookies, in my opinion. So I go first strike. I go magical boots. It's like free gold. Or stopwatch. Stopwatch is really good too because I feel like it almost always comes in clutch. Like when they dive you, you just use it and then you might get a kill, you might not. Or you get ganked. That one's good too. Biscuit delivery, always. This one, I think you could take whatever you want, but this goes really well with lucidity boots. I think your flash cooldown loses like a minute-ish. And then Transcendence, Gathering Storm. And runes are both adaptive. I used to go ability haste, but this one's way better. Way better for early game. Because the way I play is really passive, but when they step up to you to harass you, you have to fight back. You can't just let them harass you. In most cases. Most cases, not always. I think that's it, right? You just need runes, right? Looks good to me. How do you feel about boss Gragas who maxes E and starts Mana Crystal? I wouldn't do that. I personally wouldn't do that. But obviously it works out for him. So that's probably another tactic you could do. I feel like in lower elo, the passive-ish Gragas top is maybe not too effective because your entry into the game is delayed. That depends. Because in lower elo, they're really aggressive, right? So in a passive versus aggressive player, most of the time the passive player wins because the aggressive player overextends and they fuck up, and that's when you capitalize. And then it's free kills usually. It's like when GP's harassing me, I know when he's gonna shoot me, right? His range. So I ult him under me or under the tower, and as soon as he shoots his gun, he takes aggro and I get a kill. So in most cases, the passive player wins. Unless the passive player fucks up. Because the aggressive player has to use resources to be aggressive, but the passive player just has to avoid. Right? Like if you play Gragas aggressively and you miss Qs, you're going to lose because you're going to run out of mana. But if you play passively, your mana never goes down basically. And you just W up with your passive. In most cases, it's better to play passive. What items do you use in what circumstances? It's kind of the same every game. So, when do I max E? After you max Q. I would never max E first, but that's just my playstyle. There's other people that do E max first and it works for them. But personally, I don't max E. Okay, this is my build. This is a good example. So it's Everfrost into Shoes and then Lichbane. Then after that, it's almost always Zhonya's Hourglass. There's some instances where you need Zhonya's before Lichbane because the enemy's so dangerous. But most of the time, like 90% of the time, it's Lichbane and then Zhonya's. And then it's Death Cap or Void Staff, depending on if they have a lot of MR. Right here, I was gonna go for Death Cap because only she had MR. And basically, I ignore her and go for them. And then Zhonya's everything else, and I should be good. That's normally almost always my build path. The thing about Emax is if you're losing lane, E is pretty useless. So if Darius has like Merc Treads and you E into him, you can't get away. He's gonna hook you in as soon as the stun wears off, and then you have no more escape with E. That's why I don't use E that often. I try not to, but sometimes I do. The problem I have on Gragas is most AD tops just split, and you can't really 1v1 Irelia or Fiora past the point. Even if you're like 4-0, what do? I personally just push the lane back and forth. And if you land a couple Qs, you'll get first strike stacks. That's all you can do in most cases. But Fiora is pretty killable. You just have to bait out the parry. Just read up front. Do you go Anathema sometimes? I used to. I thought it would counter Mertrez, but it doesn't counter it that well. So not anymore. I recently purchased Death Cap and holy crap, I do so much damage. Same with Lichbane first item. Yeah, almost every game I go Lichbane first now. Right after after Everfrost. I mean, she's in laning phase. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hexer is just OP right now. Yeah, that's why I like first strike. If you can't kill the opponent, you just gather money slowly. 505 gold. This game right here. I was 130, but I was racking up like 2-ish kills in gold. First blood and a kill, basically 700 gold. But I was 130. I have more money than her. Almost more money than her. She got 3 kills. This one too. I was 0-2-0. 441 gold in first strike. Do you think Lich Bane is good? Dude, I think it's so good. Ever since I've been building it, I've been getting more first strike gold. Like this one, I got 1257 gold. In most of my games, I get around 600 to 700 gold on average, but I never go past 1000. But that's because of Lich Bane. Because if you go Cosmic Drive, you EQW, and that procs first strike, but Cosmic doesn't actually get strong until the first rotation is done, and then the passive procs, and then you get like 40 AP, then it's good. But with Lich Bane, you just go and you chunk them even harder, and you get more gold. So I've been realizing that it's pretty damn good. Because I think with this build right here, just these 3 items, it's about 75 ability haste. I think it's 42% cooldown reduction. When do you make the decision to orient your stuff towards more tankiness during a game instead of staying AP? It depends on my team's tankiness. But as you can see, almost all my games is the same build, except the support one. I'm gonna VOD review myself. Oh, this GP one was good. My first VOD review. Oh, right here. I always take the free E. First strike gold, that's 5 plus 12. So 17 gold just for that. That's free as fuck. So in this matchup, I don't think you could fight back. Or you're not allowed to. Because his Q cooldown is really low. But first strike was up, so I went in for it. That's another 17 gold. So you just farm until your passive is up. I fuck up right here. I think I tried to E in because it looked like he was going to keep walking at me, but then he took a turn. So I decided to pot. Most of the time I wouldn't pot here unless I got like this slow, then I would pot. But once you get your W, it should be easy. 61 health every 8 seconds. Hell, as long as you keep using it, it'll be good. Like, I play passive, but I go for pokes like that if it's free. I lose hella farm here. I missed this cannon too. Next. This shows a struggle. No, he just does that all day. He just shoots me all day. Doesn't matter. He recalls, so I shove it in. All he TPs. And then he freezes. I fucked up right here. I should have backed. Because now I'm stuck here, unable to do anything. Free 20 gold. Like, I can't E him, I can't do anything. Because if I E him, he insta cleanses the stun and then he chases me down. And this is where if you max E, you'll be fucked hard. She's on my ward, so that was good. But he ends right here. Oh, I think Poppy Flash. So now my wave is even more fucked. But I get another free hit. That's like 36 gold. I'm 18 to 34 farm. Oh, right here. Like I knew he's gonna flash here. It's obvious. So I flash before he flashes. Because I'm already aware that I die if he hits me with the fire auto attack. Freebie. Yeah, my wave is still fucked. Normally when I play Gragas, I want to stay in lane until I have 1300 gold. So I could buy Lost Chapter. Once you have Lost Chapter, you rarely need to recall. Because every time you level up, you get mana. But like if he did TP here earlier, I could have backed and bought a ruby or mana crystal. Yeah, he wanted the cannon, so I got free hits. If you could recall, buy mana crystal and then back, you'll be set too. Because your next TP will be for Last chapter, if you can find a reset. Yeah, right here. I know he backed because he ulted the wave, so he wanted to leave, so I just freeze on him. And then let it shove in. I think he's gonna lose one whole wave right here, just from me doing that. And I can face tank minions because of my passive. I just heal up. Most characters can't do that. So he loses one whole wave for sure. Yeah, this is literally my tactic. This is all you gotta do top lane to fuck them over. And then eventually you'll get a lead on them. It's either in kills or in minions. But when you have more money, you just like face fuck them. Eventually. So I got a tiny lead, and if it keeps getting bigger and bigger, eventually I can just like go in and he can't fight back. So he just got 7. I think I get 7 right after this. She got seen on my pink. So this bitch ganks me, huh? He misses. I remember that. Right here. This is where I get my kill. Like, look at him. Look at him. Just look at what he's doing. Like, he's GP. He just wants to Q you all day, right? So I get in range of his Q and ult him at the same time. Right here. After this one. Right here. And then he Qs me. Free kill. But then I die here. You get incremental leads and you'll be set. I don't think I can do VOD reviews, bro. This is fucking hard. Oh, I fucked up here. Because I didn't know he was waiting in the brush. If I use E on the wave, I would have been fucked so hard. So if he waited until I use E, I'd probably have to flash there. I think I get ganked again here. He into it. So I got another kill. But he gets all this minion, right? So all my minion dies and he gets this whole wave. Okay, he dies here. But basically he got a wave on me there. But because I froze early game, I get level 9 here before he gets 9. And then I push under tower. His Talon died. Or Talon killed him. So now I'm up. I'm like legit up. Higher level, which means I have like one more skill point than him, so my skills do more damage. Yeah, he fucked up right here. This shit was beautiful. Oh my god. Wait. Yo, check out this. First strike gold. It was like 58? I think it was 58. Free kill. I think I just win right now. Like after that, I think I just win the whole game. Or the whole lane. So basically he made 2 mistakes and now I'm perma above him. Like he can't do anything. Oh, he fucks up here. Always hide in the brush if you don't need a recall. Everfrost comes in clutch. And then I just push. I think that's it. That's basically the game. You just gotta learn the laning phase. Because until 14 minutes, you basically just sit in lane all day. Because as a top laner, you don't have to TP anywhere. Unless they're like behind the tower here, then you should probably TP to help out. If they're right here fighting, then fuck that. That's not your business. I think you just chill top and ignore everything that's happening. If you lose, you lose. But if you do well, you could carry. And if they ganked you and you kill the jungler, that's way bigger too. I fucked up so hard here. Juked it. Oh, hold on. There's a good fight. So the ward doesn't reveal unless you hit it, so I just walked past it. And I saw her here, so I wait till she recalled. Oh, that was a bad R. But I didn't want to just ult myself, because it might push him away. So I tried to push him this way, but he just walked past it. Then I think they gave up and surrender. It's GG's. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I have nothing more to do today.